Aloha, game 3 of 4 here tonight in the Eagle Ridge Community Center. My name's Nicholas Arnold. We are upping the level of play. Division 1-2 hockey. It's the Victoria Ducks, Victoria Dragons, henceforth known as the Ducks and Dragons, getting us underway here. Welsh pushes it in. He's on his second game of the night. Just took a kicking as a member of the Spartans and quickly scores. Sweet in his second game of the night, too. Welsh to Sweet. I guess those guys are nice and warmed up. Cross-crease pass. Ducks lead quickly. They find the back of the net. Nice effort there. If you're just joining us, thank you for finding us over on VIBHL TV, the new YouTube channel. A significant uptick in the quality of broadcast here. Like, look, we have a scoreboard. How cool is that? A scoreboard. We have a camera that zooms easily. It's not a camera on an iPad. This is legit. We got some real upgrades here. Ball thrown out of play. We'll get another stoppage here. Before we get too deep into it, I want to give a quick thanks to Aiden, who put in several man hours here yesterday. He said he was here for 11 hours. I want to thank Sean with the tech team here for helping get us sorted before the couple of games here today. And our man behind the camera, Chris Harasimo, our inaugural cameraman with a nice new camera. It's gone well so far. My name's Nicholas Arnold. I'll be with you through this one between these two teams. We are now 1 minute into this thing. It feels like we've been in it for an eternity. Ball inside the Duck zone. Dragons look to the middle. Shot. That one off a body and wide. Bounces to the near side. They battle. Now it's pushed down below. Dragons looking for a lane. Not quite able to get it through Baker as it's pushed across. Sweet gets to it. Throws it up the floor, blocked. Now cycled down low. Sircom pushes it around to the point. Winding up, shot. That one off a body, bounces to the near side. Baker tries to clear it, not quite able to get it out. Far side, the ball bouncing. It settles. Wolf tried to throw it ahead. Held in the corner. Now rimmed down below. Circling, centering pass, blocked, backhanded ahead and cleared all the way down. Thrown back in the other direction. The Dragons now on a bit of a break. 3-on-1. Into the zone and a hard hit along that far side wall. Hope he's okay. Very slow to get up. A little bit of hobbling going on over there. Is he going to stay on the floor? It's Galen Potash. He's going to stay on the floor. Going to take the draw now in the most beautiful jersey in the VIBHL. Jeremy Moeller wearing a Victoria Islanders jersey while representing the Victoria Ducks. Ball pushed across to the near side. Winds up, shot. That one bounces wide. Potash, his shot also misses. Power play here for the Dragons. Another minute and 33 seconds. Pass through the middle, winds up, shot. Redirected up and into the rafters up here. I was assuming we'd have a fan up here who would be overzealous trying to chase that foul ball, but no dice. She's going to go sit in the corner of the arena, all sad. Face off, one back by the Dragons. Patrols the blue line, his shot blocked. Potash makes his way through. Stick checked away. Wind circles back. Passes to the near side. Griffin steps ahead. Shot. Blocked. Cleared by Gobbett. And now hustling back for it is Aiden Koulis. In his second game of the night, his goalie passed it away from him. And so now they're on their heels a little bit here. Ball makes its way under us. Pass across. Moore trying to get the reception. Didn't quite get the give and go. Ball back to the point. Koulis. Near side. Through the middle. Pass fanned on. Now it's back to the point. Held by Koulis. Near side. Through the middle. Shot. Blocked. Griffin stepping towards the net. Drop back. Moore. His shot. Going off the crossbar and bounces to the far side wall. Pruitt's going to be kissing his post after that. Shot. Bounces to the far side corner. Trying to clear it. Not quite able to get it through. Still not quite able to get it through. Saunders brings it back into the offensive zone. Tried to center. Scores! No chance there for Ducks goalie Kevin Pruitt. Centering pass. Quick one-timer right through the 5-hole. And we're tied at ones. Not quite a power play goal, just after the penalty expired. Regardless, the Dragons power play got them enough momentum to find the back of the net there, and we're tied with 1, 2, 3, 4 left on the clock here in the first half. Face off won by the Ducks. Tried to chip it up the near side, intercepted. Dragons in after it. To the net, shot, scores! Pruitt out on the poke check. It's like he was in position to do the poke check but didn't commit to the action and was way out of position for the save. Easy top shelf. 2 quick ones from the Dragons. And it's now 2-1 for the men in green. Dragons pick it up. Drops it back in his own zone. Moore sweeps it ahead. Koulis off to the races. Drops it off after gaining the zone. Saunders tries to get it back to Koulis. Intercepted. Poke check. Not quite able to hold it in the zone and play blown dead here. We got a penalty coming here. Holding is the call. Heading to the box. 44 in green. Mr. James Saunders. So now the Ducks, who allowed one shorthanded, hope to get one on the man advantage. Return the favor. Face-off one back, shot blocked. Dragons bring it in to the offensive zone on the penalty kill. Push to the corner in front. Shot from Moore, blocked, pad save, and settled below the goal line. Bit of time here for Baker as he rims it around the near side. Up the floor, chops it off the boards. Throws it towards the net. That one blocked and covered up by Bouhet. And so we've got a stoppage here. Another face-off inside the Dragon zone here. Face-off retrieved by the Dragons. Thrown up the floor, stretch pass, bouncing ball, trying to settle it. Deke off the side of the net. Pruitt able to leave it for his defenseman Baker, and a great chance there by Potash off the stretch pass. Now the ball makes its way back. Dragons able to clear it, still shorthanded, another 63 seconds. Stretch pass into the offensive zone, trying to get it off, and Great back check there by Wind to prevent the ball from making it towards his net. Wolf intercepts a clearing pass. Ducks back in. Shot. Fanned on. Pushed down below. Far side. Barnes looks to the net. Shot. Kick save. Bounces loose in the slot. Chipped up into the air. Griffin grabs it and gloves it down. Bit of time as he looks up the floor. Chipped ahead. Now through the middle. Hustling after it. Trying to gain the offensive zone. Not quite able to. Ducks trying to force it backwards. Still in the neutral zone. Still waiting for one team to claim zone possession here. Nice pressure there by Moeller. Forced to chip ahead. Griffin on the near side trying to stick handle his way through the defense. Not quite able to. Back for the defender. Ducks defender looks up the floor. Stretch pass. In over the line. Not quite able to get there before the Dragons defender. Robinson chopped at it. Saunders able to get it the way he wanted it though. Floating pass. Bounces. Dragons player gains the zone. Griffin looks across. Koulis up on the pinch. Tried to center it. Bouncing ball on the far side. Even strength now. Ducks able to, or actually the Dragons able to kill that penalty. Kind of looked like they were even strength the entire time that power play was on. The Dragons had more opportunities than the Ducks did. Robinson tries to chop it ahead. Not quite able to get it through. Griffin tried to send it down low. Intercepted. Backhanded through the middle. Moeller gets it across for Robinson. In for the shot. That one glove saving. Held by Bouhet. We get a stoppage. And another face-off here. If you're just joining us, thank you for spending some of your Friday evening with us down at Eagle Ridge. Score 2-1 for the Ducks. Excuse me, for the Dragons. Ducks scored first. Dragons scored 2 straight. Shots only 5-4 for the Dragons so far. Face-off retrieved by the Ducks. Noble tries to make his way through the middle. D to D inside the Duck zone. Gobbett looks up the floor, chipped up the near wall. Bouncing, finds Welsh. He throws it through the middle for Sweet. Now the far side. Shot. Intercepted. Koulis runs it up the near side wall. Right down below us. He chips, goes for a change. Ducks defender back forward. He's got a ton of time here. Gonna bide it a little bit. Brings it over the blue. Up the far wall. Tries to gain the zone. Lost possession. Win back for it. Drops it off. Nice D to D pass. Win below the goal. Up the near side wall. Chop through the middle. Moore in. Shot. That one off the back wall. Bounces loose. Surcom through the middle. Saunders shot. Missed. That was a hard one. Missed by about a meter, though. Moore on the far side corner. Back to the point. Trying to get a shot towards the goal. Saunders picks it up. Delays along the half wall. Cycles to the corner. 7:25 left in the first on our time check here. Sweet on the forecheck, not able to get onto it. Bouncing ball lands in the neutral zone. Pass through the middle, intercepted. Ducks back the other way now. The transition is unbelievable. It's like dogs in a dog park going after a frisbee. Everybody, one direction, then the other. Trying to gain the zone here. Not quite able to. Now they're in. Pocket picked. Shot. That one missed. Barnes' shot. Shoulder save. Bounces to the near side. Trying to settle it. He looks up the floor. Runs it right under us. Not quite across the blue line. They're going to have to tag up. Ducks throw it back into the Dragon zone. Thrown ahead. In over the line, Potash. He's battling with Baker. In, across, shot, scores! Tic-tac-toe. Caleb Griffin finds the back of the net. Dragons went down by 1. Now they are up by 2. 3 straight. And a nice one from the Dragons' assistant captain. Face off at center floor. Dragons with possession in the neutral zone. Far side brought in. Trying to drive his way to the net. Couldn't quite get it through Wolf. Some D-to-D passing at the red line. Shot through traffic. That one didn't quite make it through. Griffin back for it first. He chops it to the near side. Couldn't quite get it through Baker and across the Ducks blue line. Ball over on the far side. Griffin gets a touch. Quick give and go through Moeller. Griffin in over the line. Shot. Pad save by Pruitt. Pass out in front. Potash has it. To the point. Steps towards the net. Shot blocked off a body, and Wolf backhands it ahead, trying to get something going here for the Ducks. In on the rush. Delays. Dekes his way to the middle. Shot. Pad save. What a move to get to the middle, and another pad save there. Great effort from 57 White. That's Kyle Broma. Dragons in their zone. Needed to wait to get chased out from behind their goal. 4:22 left in the first half. Now 4:20. Very nice. Saunders throws it ahead. Sarkam brings it in. Chips it around. Stretch pass a little too far ahead for Sweet. Now thrown back into the neutral zone. Held in. Wolf shot through the middle. Tried to get a tip out in front from Welsh. Couldn't quite find him, and now the ball cleared. Ducks regain the zone. Weaving to the middle. Fan on the shot. Ball stick check back to the point. Thrown down low. Shot, that one blocked and covered by Bouhet. We get another stoppage here. Thanks so much for joining us. VIBHL TV continues the broadcast here today. Victoria Dragons against the Victoria Ducks. Ducks scored early. Dragons scored 3 straight after that. First game of Division 1-2 hockey here tonight. Jake Sweet with the goal for the Ducks. Then goals from 3 different Dragons. Cam Wynn, Brady Hewitt, Rico Soto. Bit of diversity in the scorers here tonight. Moore has it. Only one player with 2 points. That's what I mean there. That's James Saunders. He's got 2 assists. Everybody else a single point, be it a goal or an assist here on the night. Koulis holds the zone, throws it to the corner. 2:30 left in the first half here. They battle down below. Stretch pass across the near side. Hustling up the floor over center. He makes it. Now over the blue. Has help. Found him. Barnes' shot. Scores! And now it's a 1-goal game. Pretty sure that was in off of Tyler Barnes. Backhander in on goal. Able to find the 5-hole. And things continue to be interesting in this thing. 2:15 left in the first half. Jeremy Moeller in to take the draw at center against Caleb Griffin. Moeller wins it cleanly. All the way back to the Duck zone. Stretch pass. Moeller floats it through the middle. Just missed Robinson. Not Mrs. Robinson, just missed Robinson. We're not watching The Graduate out there tonight. That's an old reference. Ball in the Duck zone. Chopped across to the near side. We are narrow casting here, not broadcasting. We're narrow casting with the pop culture references in the broadcast here tonight. Koulis nearly banged one on the doorstep there. Nice play to pinch, but now the ball goes all the way down. Icing waved off at the last second there, as you can see on your screen. Thrown back in the other direction. Ducks gain the zone. Dragons intercept. Pass across. Griffin able to get it across the red line. Not across the blue, though. Noble turns it back in the other direction. Noble in shot. That one missed high. Ball rests on the near side. Pass across. Through the middle. That one just missed out in front. Koulis tries to clear it. Now thrown up the near side. Sircom tried to throw it back down below. Sweet. Not quite able to clear it either. Wind pushes it to the corner. Now up the far side wall, hustling after it. Sweet in on the rush. Has a couple guys with him. He can find one of the trailers, and centering pass off a stick and into the glove of Buhay. And we get a stoppage here. Jamie over in the comment section. Yeah, of course I giggle at my own jokes. Somebody's got to giggle at them. I got nobody here to laugh at my jokes. Got to include the laugh track somehow, eh? Dragons throw it up the floor. Not quite able to clear it. Sweet holds the zone. Wind down in the near side corner just as the buzzer sounds. Period expires. I did not have my eye on the actual scoreboard for a second there. Lost track of time. That's my bad. We'll take a quick break here as we head to the intermission. Things are still close here at Eagle Ridge. Dragons 3, Ducks 2. And we see Kevin Pruitt waddle to the Ducks bench there. Some of the best calves in the VIBHL. Let's see if we can get in on those a little bit. See how this zoom goes. Oh, yeah. Look at those calves. Holy smokes. These things are monsters. It's okay. We're friends. I can do this. What a handsome devil. Maybe the shortest goalie in the VIBHL. Look at that. Look at, he's barely taller than the boards. Takes up a lot of space in that net, though. Getting some words of wisdom from his fiancée, Jess Herb, another all-star goalie in the VIBHL. What's she saying to him? Let's get our expert lip readers out there. Oh, geez, we can't broadcast that. Geez, that's a lot of swear words. Look over at the Dragons bench, see what they're up to. Dragons head coach Mike Nielsen, as was mentioned in an earlier broadcast today, the baldest head coach in the VIBHL by far. I don't even think he shaves it. That's just all natural. And we get ready for play to resume here. Thank you, Chris, for letting me play with the camera there for a second. And we are back underway here. False start off the draw there. Into the second half here. 17 minutes separates us from the end of this thing, although would not surprise me to see overtime sneak into the picture. Not a ton of shots on goal, actually. 8-6 for the Ducks, who trail 3-2. Push back into the Dragons zone. He delays below the goal. Wind looking up the floor, trying to suss out his options. Doesn't have anything on this side, but he runs it up there as he was pressured from the other direction, not able to clear it. Marshall brings it in, lost it. Saunders looks up the floor. In after it, Sircom centers, shot. What a save there by Pruitt. He stacked the Cavs there. And the Dragons have it on the far side. Moore through the middle. Koulis just barely able to hold the zone. Wynn throws it back in. Wolf rims it around the near side. Barnes gets to it. Thrown up the near side. Koulis after it. So a smidge of time, goes D to D. On the far side there, Moore drops it back. Koulis. Moore. Got Moeller for the Ducks there, scrambling on the forecheck, trying to break it free. Now it pops loose. Centered, lost it. Ball bounces to the near side. Chipped up the wall. It's back in to the Dragon zone. Moeller in deep on the forecheck. Ball lands on the stick of Moore. Far side Sircom, through the middle, Saunders. Looking for someone to offload to. Delays, brings it back to the point. Shot, blocked. Baker, far side for Robinson. Chipped ahead. Moore has it towards the net. Deaking, pocket picked, and ball skitters wide off the foot of Wolf. Player brought down. I don't see an arm in the air, but I can't see the second official. Pushing and shoving behind the play here. Moore and Baker going at it pretty good. Pocket picked by Moeller. He looks up the near side, lobs it through the middle. The ball settles. Pass across to the far side. Now near. Moore through the middle, driving the net, trying to get it on. Backhanded. Back out across the blue line by the Ducks. Not able to get it across the red. Dragons still have the zone. Ball pushed to the corner. Potash, his shot. Redirected off a stick into the ceiling. And out of play, we have a stoppage. 14-12 left in regulation here. It's a one-goal game. Dragons lead 3-2. Thank you so much for spending some time with us and for taking the time to find us as the VIBHL finds its new streaming home on YouTube. A multi-year broadcast deal. I don't know if there were actually terms or anything involved, but anytime you hear like Sportsnet renewing their deal, it's national news. This was our national news. As I'm sure you can tell, a significant upgrade in broadcast quality. Got to give kudos to Aiden and the team for making this happen. Sean, our tech guy who was in here before the games today and helping show me and Chris the ropes so that we could take the baton. Dragons have the ball in the near side corner. Ducks trying to weave their way out of their zone, still hemmed in their own end here. Bouncing ball, Gabet sends it up. Bouncing ball, didn't quite get it across the blue line. Ball makes its way across the far side. Now it's across and into the glove of Bouhet. He holds on to it. Bouhet has one of the best gloves in the VIBHL, and I'm not just talking about like his skill. He does have a good glove hand, but the glove itself you can always see if the ball is in it. He's got like a pitch black glove. I don't know if the netting on it, the mesh on it is really thin, but every single time the ball is in there, you can tell. And I think that's the only glove in this league that you really can see through while it's in there. So thank you to Mr. Ryan Boucher for making it easy on this airhead of a broadcaster's eyes, especially on a day like today. Ball across on the far side. Noble pass through the middle for Sweet. In. Deeks shot. That one missed. Threw it back out in front. Nobody there to receive it. At the point. Far side. Shot through traffic. Tipped a couple of times. Loose and a pad save off Sweet. What a move there by Boucher. Scrambling in the crease now. Ducks with it. Shot. Tipped. A stick went flying nearly into the netting up top. Ball back to the point. Chaos out in front, and now Boucher has it. I can see it through that glove of his. Able to grab onto it and settle things down. As the Ducks had a pretty decent onslaught there. They need one. They trail by one. They could use a goal here to tie things up. Face-off won by the Dragons. Hustling up the floor quickly is Saunders. Right below us and tried to chip it into the offensive zone. He got it in. Saunders drops it back to the point. Patrolling the blue line, Hewitt. Trying to drive his way to the net, couldn't quite do it. Waiting for his teammates to get some movement here. They got nothing. Deeks around the forecheck. In, Hewitt, shot, blocked. Still with it. Brings it Gretzky's old office. Tried to do the Michigan over the top of the net. Got a little too cocky and pushed down. Moore shot it on goal. Pruitt easily able to cover it. He holds on. We get a stoppage. Face-off coming inside the Duck zone. Moore in to take the draw here. He's up against Marshall. Shot from distance. That one sailed wide. Excuse me, that was Simmons he was up against in the draw. Saunders steps through the middle. Shot blocked. Ball bounces to the far corner. Marshall back for Baker. He clears it. This one all the way down. Simmons in after it. Battling along that back wall. Pulls it free. Along the half wall. Barnes steps to the middle. Shot. That one bounces wide. Rimmed around. Near side. Moore gets to it. He's got a ton of time here as the Ducks forwards just went for a change. Thrown ahead. Moeller hustles back for it. Jeremy Moeller, a centerman. Often the first man back. He's a... If there was a Selke Trophy for the Division 3-4, where he normally plays with the Islanders, he would certainly be in contention, one of the best defensive forwards in the VIBHL. Now left on top of it by Boucher. We get another stoppage inside the Dragon zone here. 10:40 left in the second here. And Mr. Jeremy Moeller stepping in to take the face-off here against Caleb Griffin. Griffin wins the draw cleanly. Wind has it back, brings it to safety in the near side corner in his own zone. Now it's thrown up the floor. In, Griffin, shot. Pad save by Pruitt. Now chipped down below. Griffin with a bit of time. Is he going to get cheeky with it? Looked like he was going for the Michigan. Wound up passing to the near side. It's loose in the slot. Wolf tries to clear it. Gets it ahead for Robinson. Not able to get it across the red. Wind to the half wall. Stepping through the middle. Soto sent it down below. Now Soto's got it again. Circling. Finds Griffin. Shot. Blocked. Into the pad and frozen by Pruitt. And another stoppage in play here. Face-off won by the Dragons. Sent back to Griffin. Tries to force it to the corner. Lost possession. Now they battle on the near side wall. They scrum for it. Hustling up the floor. Ma across to Noble. Shot. Missed. Noble in the corner. Pocket picked. Potash battling with Noble. Cross to the far side. Koulis tries to clear it. Sweet holds the zone. He tries to weave his way through. Gets it across the blue line. Up the near. This one goes all the way. We have an icing. Face-off heads back into the Dragons zone. If you're looking for a refresher of how we got to where we are right now, the Ducks scored early. 26 seconds into this thing. Jake Sweet. Assist from Walker Welsh and Perry Noble. Then the Dragons, 3 straight. One from Cam Wind, one from Brady Hewitt. Both of those assisted by James Saunders. And then the third one from Rico Soto. Assist from Galen Potash. Ducks closed out the period with a goal. Tyler Barnes, good to see him back playing with his Ducks team after he took last season off. He's a heart and soul player for those guys. Makes a huge difference when he's out there on the floor. You can tell they play a little bit differently. Assist on that last Ducks goal from Marshall Ma. Dragons centering pass. Moore shot. Glove save. Pruitt holds on. We get a stoppage here. 8:51 left in regulation. Face off inside the Ducks zone here. Simmons in to take it. Tried to clear it, couldn't quite get it through him. Stepping in, driving the net, Hewitt. Deeks, shot. Not quite able to actually get it off, though. Not sure if he was trying to shoot it or pass it there. Regardless, the defensive stick halted whatever his plans were. Barnes picks it up on the near side, tries to clear it, held in by Mayenberg. Far side. Hewitt in on the forecheck, couldn't quite get it. Ma throws it ahead. Back in. Duck Smithson throws it up the floor. Barnes centers. Not quite able to get the pass through to Marshall. Now thrown behind. Up on the pinch, Smithson. Missed it. Sircom sent it across. This one across the red line. Wind throws it back in, though. Moore hustles after it, beats Robinson to it. Circling. Gains the zone. Deaking, not able to get it through the feet of Baker. Smithson throws it up the near side, not able to clear it. Moore tried to toe drag around Baker, couldn't quite get it through. And you see some jockeying between Moore and Baker. They had a pretty decent collision earlier on in the game, and clearly still not happy with each other here. Moore pass across. Nice stick block there by Pruitt. Blocked by Baker. Another shot. That one redirected wide. Nice heads up IQ there from the goalie, Kevin Pruitt. Able to block that centering pass with the paddle of his twig. Ball thrown ahead into the Dragon zone. Forced back, Muller. Lost possession, Soto across for Griffin. Stripped of it, Muller in. Shot, pad save. Oh man, that one off the shoulder of Buhay, off the top of the net and rolled over. Jeremy Muller nearly had one. Now he's battling down below the goal line. Centering pass, not able to make it quite through. Skitters to the point. Baker with his howitzer Slammed wide. Ball up the near side. Dragons have been on their heels for a little bit here. 6:11 left in regulation. Dragons hold a 1-goal lead. Got to imagine the Ducks are going to try and find a way to get back into this thing. Got to turn up the heat a little bit. Ball bouncing through at the neutral zone. Dragons gain the zone, quickly delay and force it to the near side. A little pushing and shoving. Griffin in tight. Deeks, shot, scores! What a move! Holy, like Patrick Kane weaving his way through a tight area in close. Led Pruitt to believe he was going for the backhand, pulled it around forehand, beat him. And now it's a 4-2 game here for the Dragons. They needed to extend things to get a bit of insurance. It's exactly what they've done here. Face off one back by the Ducks. Thrown ahead, bouncing ball like a pinball through the neutral zone, makes its way to the far side corner. Now in the near, they battle. Sue pulls it free. The Ducks with possession, trying to rim it back to the point. Makes its way to Wolf. Winds up, shot. That one missed off the back glass. Settled on the near side. Shot, blocked, covered. Bouhet holds onto it. 5:07 left in regulation. Shots on goal, 18-15 for the Ducks. Dragons goaltending has been spectacular, Ryan Bouhet. There's a reason he stayed on this Dragons team for so long. It's because he's pretty darn good, and they're not going to let him go anywhere. Ball thrown up the near side. Soto gains the zone. Tried to chop it across. Welsh intercepted. Back for Ma. Ahead for Welsh. Cross seam to Gobbett. Now Noble. Gobbett. Shot. Scores! It's a 1-goal game again. Man with one of the best names in the world. Nick Gobbett. Or Gobbett. I don't know which way you're supposed to say it. It's one of them. Gobbett. Let's go with Gobbett. Beauty goal. Quick shot. Found the twine. 1-goal difference here in Eagle Ridge. And we're getting to crunch time. 4:45 left in the period. Could they force overtime? This next goal is going to be huge. If we get one. Simmons chips it to the corner. Thrown into the Duck zone. Wind at the point. Shot through traffic. Bounced off the back wall. Gobbett up the far wall. Marshall backhands it ahead. Chopped to the middle. Wind intercepted and threw it up the floor. Now off to the races, Matt Moore. Forced down to the corner. Moore tries again. Shot. Missed. Trying to backhand it up the floor. Not quite able to get it through. Over center now. Broma. The near side finds Moeller. 53 moves through the middle. Shot. Blocked. Bouncing ball. Broma spinning. Trying to find someone to offload to. Ma. Shot. Pad save. Bounces down below. Moeller tries to center. Bouhet gets on top, and we get another stoppage here. 3:25 left in regulation as the Ducks get their 20th shot on goal. A huge, ginormous, massive goal from Nick Gobbett has made this thing close once again. He has a penchant for scoring goals when his team needs him to. Remember a couple seasons ago with the Victoria Islanders, he scored the championship winning goal. Now off to the races, Surcom on a break. Shot, what a glove save. Kevin Pruitt flashes the leather, no chance. And a face-off inside the Ducks zone. I mean, on the one hand, you got to commend Pruitt for making the huge save. On the other hand, where was the defense? How are you letting Thomas Surcom in behind you? That is one guy that you don't want to let in all alone against your goalie. Pruitt made a massive save here, and if they're able to come back, we'll be pointing to that one. Welsh up over the blue line. Trying to drive the net, throws it towards the crease. Bouncing ball, it's loose. Sweet gets a piece of it. Now thrown through the middle. Play blown dead. Penalty coming. I think 2 people are going here. Tripping the call. And they're having a discussion here with the referee. Player's not happy about this one at all. Who's going? Sweet. Looks like he's heading. Oh, no. Who's going? Walker Welsh into the penalty box. Dragons power play. All right, that's what we're looking at. A Dragons power play here. 2 minutes, tripping. Walker Welsh in the penalty box. The Dragons need one if they want a bit of breathing room here. I think, honestly, if they get one, I think this game's out of reach here for the Ducks. Aside from the first 2 that the Dragons got, this has not been a quick back-to-back scoring kind of game. It's been a grind it till you can find an opening. Shot blocked. Koulis holds the line, passes to the near side. Moore. Koulis. Moore. Down low, back for Moore. Down low for Surcom. He bobbled it, allowing Baker to get onto it. He's holding it along the wall, trying to kill as much time as he can down there. Rimmed around the far side. Simmons hustles after it. Swept back to the point. Koulis winds up, passes across. Moore shot, scores! Wow. What a pass from Aiden Koulis across to Matt Moore. And what a one-timer. In ball hockey, it seems like every time there's a one-timer, it's a million miles wide. That one, pinpoint accuracy right in the top corner. Not much Pruitt could do about that one. 5-3 here for the Dragons, and it could be far enough to put this thing out of reach. Still another 2 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock, though. We'll see. Wynn throws it ahead. Griffin in over the line. Centering. Griffin in just offside. Or was it something from the battle down in the wall here? Pointing right here. Looks like a offside is the call. 2:01 remaining in regulation here. Pass across. Tried to drive it into the zone. Now the Ducks hustle up. Griffin first back for it. Wind on the near side. Throws it up the floor. Potash in over the line. Swept at it. Missed it. Now Wolf turns it back. Able to clear it. Bouncing ball. Can the Ducks capitalize on it? Answer, maybe. The battle through the neutral zone. Robinson trying to hold the line. Thrown up the wall. In on the rush. Griffin. Deeks. Backhander. Pad save. And stopped by Pruitt. He holds on. 1-11. A lot of ones on the board. If the Ducks had a wish on this wish number, it would be for 2 goals to force overtime. That could be asking a little bit much as of right now, especially considering they are out shooting the Dragons 20-18. And Ryan Buhay stood his ground through the first 36.5 minutes. Ducks win the draw, thrown up the far side. Lost in the feet of Noble. He hustles up the floor. Over the red line, now over the blue. Trying to get it on. Bouncing ball. Tried to clear it, couldn't quite. Nice move by Ma. He drives in. Noble, Ma, across. Welsh, shot, loose out in front. Shot, missed. Noble has it on the near side, not able to get another chance on. 40 seconds left in regulation. Baker at the point, winds up. Shot, blocked off a couple of bodies. Scores! Out in front, Jake Sweet doing the dirty work. Sweeps in his second of the night. Geez, they've got time to tie this thing. Pruitt was out of his net to give the Ducks an extra attacker. 35 seconds left. The Ducks have time to tie this thing. They've just got to do it quick. Face off, won by the Dragons, thrown into the corner. 30 seconds left in regulation. They battle, pushing and shoving in the corner. Surcom in like a wrecking ball. 20 seconds left in regulation as the ball's thrown ahead. Rimmed around behind. Kules going to try and kill time in the corner. Throws it up the near wall. This one goes all the way down. Is it enough for icing? Not enough. 4 seconds left in the period. Baker winds up. Shot. This one doesn't quite make it. Buzzer sounds. Game over. Dragons win this one. 5-4. The Ducks got off to an early lead. Dragons scored 3 straight. Then the Ducks made it interesting. They traded goals. But the Dragons able to hold on, win this thing 5-4. Final score. For the Dragons, a few multi-point players. Brady Hewitt, goal and 2 assists. Caleb Griffin, 2 goals. James Saunders, 2 assists for the Ducks. Only one player with two points. That's Perry Noble. One of the more smooth ball movers out there. 2 assists on the night. Actually, I think Sweet scored at the end there. That's 2 players on the Ducks. Let me refresh the page here. If you're looking for a full breakdown of the stats, you can find them over on our website, vibhl.com. Yes, Jake Sweet, 2 goals on the night. Marshall Ma, 2 assists. Also Perry Noble, 2 assists on the night. Goals from the Ducks, also from Nick Gobbett, and Tyler Barnes. Goals from the Dragons. Brady Hewitt, Caleb Griffin had 2 on the night. Thomas Surcom, 1. Cam Wind, 1. Thank you so much for joining us. That'll wrap Game 3 of 4 from Eagle Ridge here tonight. Keep your eyes peeled to VIBHL TV for more updates. We'll have our final game coming up just around the corner. Talk to you next time. For my producer today, Chris Erasimo, my name's Nicholas Arnold. Have a great